we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. They get 38 out of the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They go play action on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Running this with Tracy. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From midfield on 2nd down. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Motion man left is Brown. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Play fake here, Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. and not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Daniels throwing on third. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Third down from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders set to take over. And things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's contained at the line for no gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
2nd and 10 now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
3rd and long for him here. Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 36. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Locked down. Finds his target, Robinson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Giants driving. Ball at the 33 for first down. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Tracy goes up and over for the touchdown. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Tressway on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. No return on that punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lock. Gets this to Slayton. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Tracy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll motion Slayton left. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That right there, that is a small step toward a big objective, and that's overcoming, Kate, a 2-score deficit in the second half. Fortunately, well, this game isn't close to being out of hand yet. We got to learn that lesson in the NFL. Anything can happen. There's still plenty of time to get that lead back, especially if they keep making impact plays like that one on 3rd down.
The Giants are set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, Daniels. Diving right side, got it! 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Has a man, it's Brown. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants' side of the field.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He has room past the 25. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Locked to throw it. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Has his man, it's Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And Washington into the dime here, defending pass, 3rd down coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play fake here. Daniels makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw, Daniels. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So a big kick coming up for Austin Seibert. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Now here comes the New York offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Luck to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. He'll throw it. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Punt team on the field. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Daniels from the pistol. Cut out left. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Motioning one of the tight ends. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Room to run inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Back to throw. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A handoff to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still one more in their pocket to use. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now to throw. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Out for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So score this as a win for the Commanders. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from DC.